So we're at the Blockchain Futurist Conference, interview number 23, believe it or not. I'm here with Redwan from ChainSafe, and why don't you start by introducing yourself?
Okay, thank you for. Well, so I'm Redwan at ChainSafe. I lead the consulting department over there. So ChainSafe, we're a little bit some veteran here, especially in Toronto. We were founded in 2017, and we grow up to 120 people right now. We worldwide distributed. And I would say we focus our work in three main aspects. First, like some protocol work where we develop like node implementation for Filecoin, Ethereum, Polkadot, and Mina.
Okay. So not Luna.
No. No, not Luna. No, definitely not. And so those are like the big chunk of the engineering work that we do.
Okay.
I like to start with this because it's important to know like our company is really like has a strong like ethos on open source and Web3, where we think it's very important like to make like the core of that industry like moving forward in development. And so that makes like we have a lot of very like passionate engineers that work on very complex problems. Then we also like develop different products within our company. We have some work that we do with a multi-chain bridge, okay. Some work that we do also with a Unity gaming SDK. Okay. Make it easier for game developer to access blockchain functionalities. Okay. And also one of our big goals is really like to bring like a set of tools for like Web2 developer to onboard more developer into Web3. Right. We want to make Web3 accessible for more people. So that comes with also like developing different like storage solutions where we use like decentralized services, and we can facilitate that for different developers. And then a consulting part where I take place, where we work with different Web3 startups. Okay. I mean startup more or less, you know, we have clients like Chainlink, Protocol Lab also. And
Chainlink is a client, you said?
Yeah, we did some work for them, yeah.
Interesting. Because they're probably one of the most famous, or one of the most, let's say, well-known layer 2 safety protocols, right?
Yeah, we work for like, I would say Chainlink, like it's a data oracle. So we also work for the Graph, which also like provide like a lot of data. We also like maintainer of like the Web3.js library, which you know enable like developers to access the Ethereum blockchain. Okay. So we do all of this. It's a lot of things. I think here also it's like our headquarters where we have like the most like of our people.
You mean here in Toronto?
In Toronto, yeah.
Okay. That's not here by the pool.
No. And,
except today, maybe.
And so yes, that is about it. And so me, I'm in charge of like all consulting aspects, project manager by skills, and now you know managing the relationship, also having different like projects internally, but yeah, mostly on the consulting side.
Okay. And so how has this conference been for you?
It's
your
fantastic.
First time, by the way?
At that conference, no. Yes, at that conference, yes. Okay. Yeah. And that conference, I was mentoring for the hackathon.
Oh,
and
wow.
It's super cool. It's super cool because...
Tell us a bit more about the hackathon, yeah.
You know, well, like coming here to a place where you see like some people that they like say, I'm going to spend like 48 hours of my week.
Yeah.
Like...
Barely sleep.
Like barely sleeping in a plastic dome to just trying to create bring innovation. Yeah. That's kind of fantastic.
Yeah.
Because
commitment.
It's that commitment. Yeah. And so the energy is kind of like nothing can compare to that, because people come here, they don't know each other, their team, they don't find like what they want to work on, and with a little bit of guidance and help, also like just sometimes also by themselves, be able to come up with an ideas and build something together.
Right.
And I think like this is extremely inspiring to see that going on.
Right. So it's also a very diverse ecosystem, isn't it? I mean, I'm looking around here and I see young and old, I see people from all sorts of, let's say cultural nationalities. We see people that are maybe more on the tech side. Of course, the hackathon would have a lot of those, but you also see entrepreneurs, you also see just people that seem to be curious about the industry, that just aren't even in it themselves, but maybe their organization somehow, wants to just kind of, keep up to date.
You're right. Like I would say the culture is definitely borderless and multicultural. And I would say, it's cool like to give me the opportunity to talk about this. Like I think a strong ethos of the culture of Web3 is really like being humble and welcoming, anyone. People, we're gonna, new technology sometimes can become cliquey because you understand like something, but I think there's real ethos of like the OG of blockchain and Web3. They're people extremely kind, extremely intelligent, very smart, like computer scientists, but they're actually very open to discussion and to explain and to share that knowledge.
That's great.
And this is what you can see happening over there at the hackathon, where like different mentor can be here and really sharing like some very, very like cutting edge knowledge that you would pay like on a it would be very expensive on a regular world.
As a consultant, for example.
As a consultant.
Yeah.
But here, like it's available and they're happy to share that. You know, we had like a new guy like come to talk to us, never really dabbled with blockchain, and our developer relationship said an hour and explained so many things. And he was
generous,
super
right?
happy.
Yeah.
And he was super happy to be able to share that knowledge.
Yeah, because he's probably sharing things that are quite obvious to him, but you know, maybe for others are really interesting.
Absolutely.
Any particular highlight of the conference for you so far?
But the thing, I haven't really able to see like a lot of the presentation. Because I was over there, you know.
I feel like the event was part networking, part hackathon, part panels, and everybody just got a bit of what they wanted out of it, right?
Absolutely. And I would say I love to see like those different projects are coming to life.
Yeah.
Because seeing something from nothing to then in 2 days you have like starting to have a product, something that could become maybe a company, that could become an economy and everything. I think it's quite fascinating. And actually, as we're talking right now, there is like the last 3 finalists that have been like on stage presenting the project, and we're gonna know who is gonna win.
And Vitalik Buterin is gonna be a judge, no?
I don't know if he's a judge directly, but
I thought I heard he was. But anyway, I mean, it'll be very exciting. What sort of innovations are we talking about right now? What did you see there?
You know, I can tell you like there is so many different projects. One is for instance like very developer centric, 3PI. It's a API key management system as a service for developer. This is a challenge like a lot of developers are facing. And so they came like really like they're approaching, well, we're all developers and realize like every time we need to deploy our own API key management infrastructure or rely on some other like solution that doesn't fit what we want.
Right.
And we realize this doesn't exist, so we're gonna create ourselves. And that's a narrative that we heard before, and usually like, like pretty beautiful, successful story. There is also those other guys that created like NFT ticketing system, but where like they use the new standard of like Salbound tokens that you cannot transfer to avoid like those price gouging, around like ticketing in different like industry. I saw some a group like Crypto Pets that creating a form of toolkit for people to create like their own identity for their pets through like NFT, connecting
people
with social media.
Fun with. It's like everything from the most ridiculous and funny and maybe even ludicrous to the most useful and transformative for the world. I don't know if you know Marc Lijour, who's also French, who's with ICTC. He's actually the guy with the blue shirt who's walking there. I should introduce you. But so he's also French, and since I'm French too, I have to maybe ask a quick question about France and about Europe, and how developed is the blockchain community over there compared to Canada, for example?
What you see for me, like I'm based in New York. Maybe I forgot to mention that.
Okay.
So
no problem.
I live in New York, and I've been living in New York for almost 7 years.
Okay.
So the thing is, like, I don't really know about the crypto community in France actually. Okay. I just connected yesterday with a French that told me like, oh, it's very exciting what is going on, and he sent me a lot of articles, and I'm gonna like actually dive into that during this week.
Well, I can tell you what Mark told me. He told me actually that he felt the ecosystem is really thriving over there too, and that France is actually quite pro blockchain, or at least has put a good amount of incentives or policies or to support the innovation around the industry. But I will introduce you. Final words. Where can people find you? I mean, obviously you're wearing the T-shirt, I think.
Yeah.
Are you on Twitter, where all of us?
Yes, I'm on
a lot of time.
Yeah, I'm on Twitter. Redudoom. I'm also on LinkedIn. Redwan Meslem. That's my full name. I'm always happy, like to share like articles, even like not technical but also like philosophical, because like the blockchain, there is like some time more, like what we can do with this, like how we can be transformative in terms of
paradigm,
governance and everything. So yeah, always happy to see that, and also like our company ChainSafe.io, and you can find like a decent amount of info also on our Twitter.
Any exclusivity that you could share with us? Anything that will happen at ChainSafe in the coming months, or maybe 12 months?
I mean, we're working like on I would say around like we're stewarding a project for a multi-chain bridge, and so we're building that for them, and this is pretty exciting because we're like 2 years of experience on that. Very, very brilliant engineers. So I'm very excited to see where this is going to be going on. Also like some other projects we have going on with some different clients that can be very exciting for the industry, but I'm not in discretion to disclose everything, but
That's okay. We'll tell people to stay tuned. Thank you very much for your time, Redwan. It was a pleasure.
Thank you very much.